Let me welcome you to my channel. Before we begin the video, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe and like this post. Dominik Mysterio is currently a member of the Judgment Day on Monday Night Raw. However, tensions seem to be brewing between him and Finn Balor, who appears displeased with Dirty Dom's recent actions. Amid this friction, speculation has emerged that Dominik might undergo a name change. The name change could incorporate Guerrero as his surname as part of a storyline. This could lead to him dethroning Braun Breaker as Intercontinental Champion, paying homage to Latino heat in the process. Recently, Dominik participated in a fatal four-way no-one contenders match for the World Heavyweight Championship, but failed to secure the title shot. Instead, he was pinned by Damian Priest. This loss suggests that Dominik Mysterio won't be in the world title picture anytime soon, potentially paving the way for a mid-card title reign on Raw. In a recent interview, Dominik added an intriguing twist to his storyline by revealing that he has repeatedly questioned his mother about the identity of his real father. While this is all part of kayfabe, WWE could incorporate this angle into the storyline. In this scenario, Dominik Mysterio might claim that Eddie Guerrero is his real father, arguing that Rey Mysterio could never achieve the level of greatness Dominik is currently displaying. The Judgment Day member could assert that his inherited greatness comes directly from Latino heat. Building on this, Dirty Dom could announce his intention to officially change his surname on television, rebranding himself as Dominik Guerrero. He could then set his sights on the Intercontinental Championship, challenging Braun Breaker. With the assistance of Liv Morgan, Dom might capture the title, paying homage to the late great Eddie Guerrero. This angle carries significant personal value, so WWE would likely seek permission from Eddie Guerrero's family and close associates before using his surname in a television storyline. However, if executed, it could elevate Dominik Mysterio to a whole new level, making his character even more compelling and intriguing for fans. Furthermore, this angle could reignite the rivalry between Dominik and Rey Mysterio, as the latter was also a close friend of Eddie Guerrero. So due to this, the legendary star might take a stand against Dominik again. Dominik Mysterio's rise in WWE has been nothing short of intriguing. Once a young rookie navigating his way under the shadow of his legendary father, Rey Mysterio, Dominik has since carved out a unique path as a member of the Judgment Day. His heel persona and partnership with Rhea Ripley have elevated his status, making him a standout figure in WWE's current landscape. However, recent speculation suggests Dominik could be on the brink of yet another transformation, one that involves a potential name change, a high-profile championship pursuit, and the unexpected involvement of Liv Morgan. Could all of this lead to Dominik dethroning a top WWE champion? Let's explore the possibilities. Since his debut, Dominik's surname has been both a blessing and a burden. As Rey Mysterio's son, Dominik inherited not only his father's iconic name, but also the weight of expectations that comes with being part of a wrestling dynasty. While his initial run saw him working alongside Rey in a tag team, his turn against his father at Clash at the Castle in 2022 marked the beginning of his journey to establish his own identity. A name change could symbolize Dominik's complete separation from Rey's legacy. By shedding the Mysterio surname, he would signal his desire to stand on his own, free from comparisons to his father. WWE has a history of name changes being used to emphasize character evolution. Think of Bray Wyatt transitioning from Husky Harris or Seth Rollins moving on from Tyler Black. A potential new moniker could align with his Judgment Day persona, adopting something darker and more fitting of his villainous role. Names like Dominik Vengeance or Damian Dom could tie into his current alignment while keeping his first name intact for recognition. Dominik's recent success as NXT North American Champion has shown that he is capable of holding gold, albeit with the constant assistance of his Judgment Day allies. However, rumors suggest that WWE could position Dominik for a more significant title in the future, potentially setting him up to dethrone a top champion. Two names immediately come to mind as potential targets. Gunther, Intercontinental Champion. Gunther's record-breaking Intercontinental Championship reign has made him one of WWE's most dominant figures. Dethroning Gunther would instantly elevate Dominik's credibility. While a one-on-one matchup might seem lopsided, Dominik's character thrives on scheming and outside interference. With help from the Judgment Day and possibly Liv Morgan, he could pull off a shocking upset. Seth Rollins, World Heavyweight Champion. Rollins' reign as World Heavyweight Champion has been defined by his workhorse mentality and connection with the crowd. A rivalry between Dominik and Rollins could create compelling television, especially if Dominik leverages Judgment Day's power to outsmart Rollins. This feud could also serve as a vehicle to elevate Dominik into a main event player, even if he ultimately falls short. One of the most intriguing aspects of this rumor is the potential involvement of Liv Morgan. Known for her fiery personality and underdog spirit, Liv seems like an unconventional partner for Dominik. However, her recent history with Rhea Ripley, once Liv's tag team partner, opens the door for a storyline rooted in betrayal and revenge. If Liv were to align with Dominik, it could serve multiple purposes. For Liv, it would be an opportunity to gain a measure of retribution against Rhea and Judgment Day. For Dominik, Liv's involvement could add a layer of complexity to his character, portraying him as someone capable of forming alliances beyond his faction. Liv's unpredictable nature could also create drama within the Judgment Day. Her presence might sow seeds of tension between Dominik and Rhea, potentially setting the stage for a power struggle within the group. Alternatively, Liv could act as a temporary ally, helping Dominik achieve his goals before ultimately turning on him to pursue her own agenda. If WWE were to move forward with this storyline, timing and execution would be crucial. Here's how it might unfold. Dominik's name change announcement. On a high-profile episode of Raw or SmackDown, Dominik declares that he is no longer Mysterio. In a dramatic segment, he unveils his new identity, perhaps with the full support of the Judgment Day. The promo could emphasize his desire to step out of Rey's shadow and assert his dominance as his own man. Targeting the champion, Dominik and his allies launch a calculated assault on the chosen champion, be it Gunther or Rollins. This would establish Dominik as a legitimate threat while setting up the stakes for their eventual confrontation. Liv Morgan's involvement. Liv makes her surprise return, initially appearing to confront Rhea Ripley. However, in a shocking twist, she aligns herself with Dominik, explaining her decision as a way to take down the Judgment Day from the inside. The partnership adds intrigue and shifts the power dynamics within WWE. The title match. The championship match is booked for a major pay-per-view, such as Royal Rumble or WrestleMania. Dominik, with Liv in his corner, uses every trick in the book to gain the upper hand. The match would be designed to highlight Dominik's cunning and reliance on teamwork, contrasting the champion's resilience and skill. The outcome, whether Dominik wins or loses, depends on WWE's long-term plans. A victory would solidify his status as a top heel, while a loss could still elevate him if booked correctly. Either way, the storyline would provide a fresh direction for all involved. Dominik's continued growth. Dominik has made significant strides as a heel, but stepping into the main event scene would require him to further refine his in-ring skills and character work. His ability to draw heat from the audience suggests he's on the right track. Fan reception to Liv's rule. Liv Morgan's involvement would need to feel organic rather than forced. Fans are deeply invested in her journey, and any alignment with Dominik must be handled carefully to avoid alienating her supporters. Creative consistency. WWE's booking team would need to commit to the storyline, ensuring it receives adequate time and attention. Half-hearted execution could undermine its impact. The idea of Dominik Mysterio undergoing a name change, targeting a top WWE champion, and enlisting Liv Morgan's help is both ambitious and exciting. It represents a bold step in Dominik's evolution as a performer, offering opportunities to explore new dimensions of his character. For Liv, it's a chance to reassert herself in a high-profile storyline while settling unfinished business with Rhea Ripley. While the road to such a storyline is filled with potential risks, it could ultimately pay off in elevating Dominik and Liv to new heights. Whether as a shocking upset or a hard-fought failure, the journey promises to be a compelling chapter in WWE's ever-evolving narrative.